Let's dive deep into the three domains of life. Bookworms feed curiosity with ease will always help you to go dive deep into your biologies and other books too. So let's begin. This is the 11th grade, three domains of life. Domain Eubacteria, domain Archaebacteria, and domain Eukarya. It was all proposed by these three, were proposed by Carl Lavoisier and others in 1969 and 1978. Evolutionary model of classification it is called because it was proposed by Carl Lavoisier in 1978 basis of differentiation between those three leaves where the cell ribosomal rRNAs, which is the structure is given over here on the right hand side. You could see a bigger subunit and a smaller subunit both joins and makes the rRNA, and a lipid structure or cell membrane structures which differs, like here the lipid bilayer is provided were shown. The polar heads are hydrophilic, means they love water, while the non-polar heads are hydrophobic because those are lipid layers just like oil floating and in between, and both sides are water. So that's the evolutionary model of classification, and this depends upon those two. First we enter the first leaf, that is the archaea, domain archaea. Archaea, it's the most primitive form. It looks like bacteria, but it's not a bacteria. It has a hydrocarbon chains. No peptidoglycan is present. Peptidoglycan has a covering outside the cell to prevent it from any kind of antibiotics, but this is itself resistant from antibiotics because it's itself present. It has antibiotics no effect upon them because it's not a bacteria. It has a superpower which is known as extreme environment it can live through. It could live in cold environments, it could live in hot environments. Just like in hot environments they are known as thermophilus, and in acidic environment they are known as acidophilus, and while in the colder lovers they are known as cyanophilus. We will dive deep more in the later videos. Now let's proceed. The domain bacteria or Eubacteria. This is the second leaf of the Lavoisier's proposals, where it says that bacteria which with we are infected nowadays from common cold, gram-positive bacteria, negative bacteria, we eat antibiotics. So you can understand it is a fatty acid chain attached with the glycerol. It is unbranched. This is their cell membrane type with which we have to differentiate Eubacteria from. This has a cell wall which is formed of peptidoglycans. They are sensitive to antibiotics. Because these are bacteria, they are sensitive to antibiotics, and they have a naked molecule of DNA which roams in the cell cytoplasm because it doesn't have any separate room to call it as a DNA space. And it has a ribosomes that is 70S. The upper bigger subunit is 50S and below smaller subunit is 30S, which in turn makes a 70S. Keep in mind. Next, let's move on to the next leaves. That is the domain Eukarya. Eukarya is the most developed organization which is known as the most newest form of cells which are present in our body even. Right? Eukarya have a trilaminar protein-lipid protein layer. The lipid is being sandwiched between two protein layers, that is trilaminar. It has a DNA which has been twisted and turned upon the histone octamers. It is a stone-like structure of histone and the DNA covers them all. And then it is also have a ribosome which is not 70S, but over here it has 80S subunits. This domain Eukarya is very special. You may say why? Because the domain is divided into the most known four kingdoms: Protista, Myocta, or we can say fungi, kingdom Animalia, where we are present and from whom we breathe, the kingdom Plantae, the plants. So all these four kingdoms are included in this Eukarya domain. So we can see few examples which we will be helped from getting learned. That is domain Archaea has methanogens, halophils, thermoacidophils, who loves acid, who loves to saline environments, who loves acidic environments, and some helps in digestion in cows. Methanogens. Then comes the kingdom Mycota. Coda is the fungi kingdom, which is from the domain Eukarya, kingdom Protista, Mycota, Plantia, and Malaya. The branch of biology that deals with fungi is also called mycology. So that's the domain of Eukarya. And the domain of eubacteria, where we know as cyanobacteria, blue-green algae in the water we see, right? That's the domain eubacteria. These are the three domains, and the domain eukarya have animals too, where we are also included: tigers, lions, snakes, frogs, octopus, auklets. Everything comes under the animalia. So that's all. This is a small assignment for you all guys. Complete it, comment below, and part 2 will be ready. Like, comment and share, subscribe and keep the bell icon on so that you could be updated of the next part.